Tanning is pretty. I'm not going to die for it. This was a quote stated by Molly Brown on the Think Exists website, updated in 2012. We all know someone who has tanned, and some of us have maybe even experienced tanning ourselves. The Minnesota State Legislature needs to pass a law that bans minors from tanning in a salon. First, we will look at the problem that is going on with tanning, and second, we will think of a possible solution. In a personal interview with Joshua Zwilling, who is the president of the Sunshine Tanning in St. Cloud on March 11, 2012, he stated that over 150 people come to his tanning salon per day. He also stated that 80% of these people are women, and 80% of those women are under the age of 30 years old. He stated that 10% of the people who come to his salon are men, and he described the last 10% as being seasonal customers. As stated on the CNN Health website, updated February 28, 2011, people have been recorded to go tanning when a special occasion is approaching. Prom is a huge example of this. Many teenage girls are going tanning before prom, and because they feel like they have more confidence, they look better, and it helps them feel better while they're at prom. One girl even stated in the aforementioned article that she had more fun because she was tan. As stated in the Melanoma Research Foundation website, updated June 9, 2011, many people tried to convince themselves that tanning was helping them for medical purposes. People with low vitamin D claim that tanning is the only way they'll ever be able to get their vitamin D, but they don't realize that the sun has just as much vitamin D as well as vitamin D supplements. A woman also stated in the aforementioned article that tanning helped ease her stress and depression level, which she doesn't realize that there are easier and more effective ways to treat this. Tanning is getting to be too excessive, and too many people are continuing to do it. As stated on the Science Daily website, which is an informational website for students, updated January 17, 2006, 30 million people a year go tanning. 1 million of these 30 million people go tanning once a day. 70% of the people that go tanning are recorded to be Caucasian girls or women, and 45% of those women are under the age of 30. In the aforementioned article, it states that 25% of the people who come tanning will return back to the salon. As stated on dermatologist Frederick Jolving's website, updated February 28, 2011, 10% of the people that go tanning are men. There are many risks that come along with tanning. As stated on the CNN Health website, updated February 28, 2011, skin aging is a huge risk when it comes to tanning. It's stated that teenagers are pre-aging their skin 10 to 20 years by going to tanning salons instead of just getting exposure to the sun or using spray tanning. It also affects eyes. It has a huge, tanning can cause eye damage, massive eye damage, whether it can be minor loss of vision to blindness. And it's been stated that the more you go tanning, the more it'll affect your eyes. On the National Cancer Institute website, updated August 13, 2004, cancer is obviously a huge risk that plays in tanning. We all know what cancer is, whether we've experienced it ourselves or if we've seen a loved one who has been affected by it. And it is stated that every time a person goes to use a tanning salon, their chances of getting cancer increase by 74% each time they go tanning. It is also stated that if you go tanning, if you're 25 or under, you're more likely to get cancer by the time you reach 37, and that's too young of an age to be experiencing cancer. Now that we've looked at the problem, let's look over a possible solution. The Minnesota State Legislature needs to pass a law that bans minors from tanning. This law will come into action within the next 2 years, and it will state that people who are at the age of 18 or younger will not be able to go tanning. However, if they have a legal consent from a parent or guardian, they will be allowed to go tan. This solution to the problem is practical because it's not something that's going to be an option for minors. It'll be required by everybody in the state of Minnesota to follow, and like I said before, it'll come within the next 2 years. Therefore, the owners of tanning salons or the presidents of tanning salons will be able to adapt to it, they get used to it, and kind of like warm up to the rule, and then they'll be able to adjust anything if they really need to. Not only is it practical, not only is this solution practical, but it's also beneficial. If less people go tanning because of the law, then there will be less salons, which means less people go tanning, because people might not want to drive as far away to go tanning. And it also will increase the health of individuals who have used tanning beds. People won't be experiencing skin aging, which is huge, and eye damage will lower as well, which is another huge thing. And the most important thing is that cancer will be reduced. If less people are getting cancer a year, that means less people are dying from cancer a year, which is very significant. So the problem is that too many people are going tanning in tanning salons. We need to think of a solution by refusing to let minors go tanning. The Minnesota State Legislature needs to consider this solution and ban all minors from tanning salons. While tanning makes us feel and look pretty, is it really worth dying for?
I thought you had a really nice projection of your voice and rhythm. It was all spot on there. And I kind of liked how your gestures were at the right time. They were just kind of like, oh, I thought I'd do the gestures. It's really good.
Mike.
I thought like your emotion was good. Like it seemed like you cared, good information, a lot of facts. That kind of made like I don't pay on myself, but if I do it, I'd be like, wow, it's stopping at me. So obviously you persuaded me. So that's the that's like the reason that you're doing this speech. So good job on that.
And Amanda.
I thought you did really well. You really knew what you were talking about, and like Michael said, that you really felt passionate about your topic, and that came across really strongly.